Hi everybody, welcome to Yoga with Anadil. I am Anadil. Thank you for joining me today for our flow sequence, which concentrates on our fifth chakra, the throat. So, having worked up through the spine, and don't worry if you haven't, the previous four videos are available. We've worked the foundations to be nice and stable and strong and balanced and flexible all the way up to now our fifth chakra here. So this area is related to our communication, our self-expression, especially speaking in our truth. And if it feels a little out of balance, we may find difficulties in expressing ourselves, or we may find that we overly and perhaps aggressively share our views. So this class is to help through this part of the spine, through this part of the neck, to help balance all of that. So please join me by sitting on your mat, on a chair or wherever you feel comfortable. And we'll begin by just inviting a tall spine to stack over our hips, allowing the hips to be nice and comfortable. And we take a few slow breaths to widen through the lower part of the belly. So join me now as we breathe in and swell through the belly. And as you exhale, just allow that to deflate once more. This time as you breathe in through the belly, maybe we lift a little extra air, no strain though, as we press into the heart area. And on your next breath out, just allow both of those areas to deflate. And we'll lift on up with the breath through both of these areas, maybe reaching all the way up towards the neck. And again, we'll exhale and allow that to settle down. Keep that slow breath going, and we're going to place our hands onto our neck and throat. So let's just rub our hands to begin with, create a little bit of heat, and get a little bit of energy going. And then you have two ways you can do this. You can hold the palms of your hands over the front and gently cover the throat without pressing, allow the fingertips to rest. Now this may feel uncomfortable for you, in which case you can spin the fingertips behind, and it's up to you how much you close the wrists or open through the wrists to allow space in the throat, and just press your fingertips at the back of the neck. So whichever way is comfortable for you, we'll just spend a moment connecting to this area that we're focusing on today, and return our focus to the breath as you breathe in through the belly, up through the heart, up through the collarbones, up to the neck and throat, and down again. Now this time as we breathe in, we'll prepare ourselves for humming on the exhale. And when you do, just feel the vibrations. At the end of your hum, at the end of your exhale, just allow the breath to return to its more natural rhythm. And we'll do that another round under your own guidance of your length of breath this time. So breathe in. And once you're full, hum it out. Feeling the vibrations through the throat, through the neck, onto your hands. And at the end of your hum, just allow the hands to rest, feeling a little bit more activated in the throat. Next breath in, let's take our arms wide and up. Interlace the fingers and reach the palms towards the sky. Keep them in if that's difficult for your shoulders. And we'll take a few breaths here. So let's breathe in and sweep those palms back behind you, so the biceps are moving past your ears, behind you, lifting the sternum, lifting the heart. And we'll just pulse another time with your in-breath, lift, and reach back, and ease off with your exhale. One last time, big breath in. Keep the throat nice and open through the front, and then place the palms onto the back of the neck. Wait for your next in-breath, press into the foundations, and as you do, lengthen through the spine, lift through the heart, open through the throat, and press your head into your hands and resist the head with your hands. So you're opening through the throat without passively collapsing into the back of the neck, the back of this chakra. And as we breathe out, very slowly bring the elbows in towards each other, chin down towards the chest, and curl on down, vertebrae by vertebrae, being careful not to pull onto the head. If you feel this is too much, you can move the hands from the top of your neck further down your neck as you curl, and you might even involve a little tilt in the hips, a little bit like your seated cat posture. Wait for another in-breath, rock and tilt through the pelvis, bring your belly button forward and up, your heart forward and up, open through the throat, lift your chin and rest your head into your hands, opening through the elbows, keep breathing. And as we breathe out, fold it back down, opening through the back of the neck, curling the head down, chin to chest as you rest forward. And as you breathe in, let's come on upright and bring our hands down. Now we'll move on to all fours. So from all fours, we move into cat-cow. So you can check out that video there, but just to remind you now, the wrists come underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath hips, and your feet rest on the ground. And as we breathe in, we drop through the belly, lift the heart, concentrating on opening through the throat, the front of the neck, as you stay in your cow posture. Wait for your next out breath, curl the toes under, press into your hands so that the spine begins to lift towards the sky, chin to chest, opening the back of the neck as the tailbone curls down. Let's breathe in, sweep back from the cow position we came from, and let's stay here. Draw another big breath in whenever you're ready. And this time, as you breathe out, I'll just face the camera. I'd like you to poke your tongue out really long and just really sigh it out. So as you breathe in your cow posture, and as you breathe out, so it's like you're clearing your throat. Just wait there for a moment as you breathe in and out. You can even sweep into your cat posture, next breath out. Dropping your chin to chest. Breathing in, swooping into your cow posture, filling on up with breath. When you're ready to breathe out, stick out your tongue really wide and blow it out and sigh it out. Just a nice clearing of the throat, ready for us to balance in this work. So let's stay here and move into your cat posture. Just stretch the back, or you can lift your knees and your hips into our down dog position. So get nicely aligned in your down dog, so shuffle to a place that feels right for you. As we rest our weight into our feet and hands as equally as we can find. Maybe you find a bend in the knees and allow your belly to come back. Lift the navel and just check where your gaze is. If it's too far forward in between your hands, you're compressing the back of the neck, the back of the throat chakra. So just drop your head down to elongate through here. By the same token, if you're really looking in between your feet, you're closing the front of this chakra too. So just find somewhere in the middle by dropping your gaze somewhere down into the middle of the mat, just to keep a nice neutral position in the throat. And then we'll lift on up with the right leg, allowing the left heel to come down towards the earth as you lift that right leg up. Now bend that knee, bring it into nose, come up high in the ball of the back foot. Look forward now as you step this foot forward, helping it along as much as you need to. And we drop the back left knee and lift on up. Just get safely realigned, slowly, take your time. And we'll lean into our lunge, our low lunge. So bend into that front knee, take the pelvis and the hips down towards the earth. And we'll pick up that balloon, keeping the hips low. We'll lengthen through the belly, lengthen through the heart, reach that balloon up. And we'll interlace the fingers and reach them back. And then place it onto the back of the neck. We'll take a few pulses up and down, so you can breathe in, lean the weight of the head into the back of the neck, pressing the arms wide, your elbows wide, and then as you breathe out, bring your hips to sit over the back knee, and very gently, like we did before, bring the elbows towards each other as you gently bow your chin to chest, curling down like a flower. Remember not to press too hard onto the head. And then breathe in. We'll open up and blossom beautifully as we lift the heart and the gaze up. One more time. Ease off. Breathe it out, curl it down. Now open the throat as you lift through the chin. Open the throat. Maybe the gaze this time goes up and back. Release the arms from the back of the head, but keep the back of the neck nice and strong. The fingertips reach down towards the earth, maybe back towards the heel as you reach. So from the contraction of the curl, we're opening through the heart. And we'll release. Bring the hands beside your front foot. Bring the front foot to the back. And from here, we're going to come down onto our chin and chest. So first of all, realign in your box position in your tabletop. And we'll drop the belly down. Lift the heart, lift the throat. Big breath in. Now keep this your cow position, tailbone up, chin lifted. And we'll lead with the heart coming down towards the ground. And then you rest on your chin and very slowly and gracefully you make your way down by gliding your knees back to rest onto your belly. We're going to lift into cobra, and it may be a baby cobra. So press in to the pelvis and the toes and in the hands. Keep the chin tucked in, big breath in. Press into the hands to lift, and at the end of your in-breath, lift the chin up towards the sky without any deep compression in the back of the neck, and then bow it down, breath out. Let's do that one more time. Lift through the heart, open through the throat, and breathe. And let's bow it down, dropping chin to chest and resting on our forehead. Now just make sure your hands are either underneath your shoulders or underneath your elbows. Wait for our in-breath to press on up. Catch your back as you breathe out. So tailbone down, chin to chest, and round your spine as your hips make their way over onto the heels. And you can stay there for a few breaths if you like. Otherwise, we'll move on up onto all fours. And curl the toes under and lift and return to our down dog. So you can spend a few breaths in your child's pose, you can spend a few breaths in your tabletop on all fours, or you can lift into your down dog. It's your choice. So choose what's best for you as you take a few moments to breathe. But wherever you choose, get comfortable, get settled before we move on to the left side. Just breathing it out wherever you are. And even here we can take the opportunity to breathe in through the belly all the way up through to the heart and the throat. You can stick your tongue out and breathe it out. Notice how that makes you feel afterwards. Maybe it feels a little bit silly, but that's okay. Just feel the throat, notice any changes. Let's get ready by lifting the left leg towards the sky, the right heel down towards the earth. Bend that knee, bring it into your nose, lift up onto the ball of the back foot and step it through, helping it along if you need to. Into our crescent lunge, low lunge, now onto the left leg leading. So square through the hips, reach it down and press all the foundations firmly as you lift on up, pick up that balloon, reach it back. Now let's interlace the fingers again, but non-habitually, so whichever thumb normally leads, switch it around and press the palms to the sky if it's comfortable for your shoulders. Breath out, release the hands down, still in the interlace, but bring them to the back of the neck and just get settled. So place and snuggle your head into your hands and wait for your in-breath and lean back into your hands, resist the hands into your head, lift the heart, open the throat, take the gaze and the nose up towards the sky. And breath out, just sweep the hips back in line with the back knee. Keep breathing in and out. When you breathe your next breath out, you can curl on down. Like a flower in the night time, just closing up for sleep. And as we breathe in, we'll open up through the heart, through the elbows, blossom as we press into the lunge, bend into that front knee and lift the heart, press the head into the hands. And do that one more time. Release, breath out, curl it down. Breathe in and out as much as you need to when you're down there. Wait for your in-breath, lift on up. Open through the elbows, lean into your lunge, rest your hands into your head into your hands as you breathe in. Release the interlace, keep the back of the neck strong, taking the fingertips down towards the earth, towards the back heel, inviting the fingertips to reach towards each other as well. And then bring yourself back down by framing that front foot and placing the hands down, bringing the front knee to the back, and we'll take a couple of rounds of cat-cow. So cow posture, breath in, and as you breathe out, follow the breath and lift the spine. Next breath in. Take the belly low, stretch the belly button as you lift the heart. Open through the throat, inner elbows back, forward. And you can curl the toes under in your cat position. Now, sweep into your cow position. Big breath in. Keep the heart open, the throat open and your chin forward as you slowly make your way down onto your chest and your chin, and then slide your knees back onto the ground, pressing your forehead into the earth. Keep your hands where they are if it's comfortable for you, otherwise feel free to move them. But wait for your in-breath as you press the feet in and you lift. into your cobra, keeping the chin tucked for now, and then lift the chin open through. Now you can bow back down and do that again. You can hold it here. If you feel like you have a bit of space and movement, you can very slowly, very gently take your gaze. Maybe you kind of sweep a little bit of weight into the right hip, the left hip as you look over your right shoulder. Come back to center. And then again, take the weight into your right hip, look over your left. Maybe bend through that right elbow, come forward. And let's bring it down. Well done. And take a few moments here just to ground. So ground the feet, the forehead. The pressing on the forehead really helps us to calm the nervous system. So just settle down after that movement. And when you're ready, you can press into your hands, lift on up. You may need to realign. I seem to have slid off my mat slightly there. So you could just realign in your tabletop position. You can feel free to cat-cow for a few moments. And then when you're ready, come to sitting down. Now if it's comfortable for you, you can sit back onto your shins or onto your heels. Otherwise, come onto your bottom and cross your legs. So whether you're sitting, kneeling down or cross-legged, we'll be doing the same. So here we'll just spend a moment, we'll give the wrists a little bit of a break by bringing the palms up towards the sky and rest your hands onto your thighs, either way you're sitting. Spend a couple of breaths, just begin to cool down in case that brought in a little bit of heat. And lift tall through the spine. Lift the chin so that your head is nice, your neck is nice and neutral. We'll take our hands, our fingertips, and rest them behind us, spinning your fingers towards your body as best as is comfortable for you. And we'll begin by placing the hands down. Maybe that means bending through the elbows a little bit. If you prefer, you can stay on fingertips if that feels more supportive. And as you breathe in, tilt the pelvis so the belly button starts to push forward. We lift the heart. Maybe it means pressing into the ground to straighten through the elbows. We open through the throat. And remember that feeling of resting your head into your hands so the hands are supporting you. Keep the back of the neck long and strong. Really lengthen the collarbones, taking the shoulder heads back. And you can look behind you as much as it's comfortable. Now stay here and keep pressing your pelvis, tilting your pelvis, pressing your belly button forward, lengthening through the entire front of the body, including the throat, and actively bringing the shoulder blades together and lifting the heart. Now to come out of this, gently bend through the elbows, start to just neutralize through the spine, bring your chin down towards your chest, and come on up to your sitting position. And we will take a gentle twist. So take your right hand over your left knee, whether you're kneeling or cross-legged. We'll lift the spine, and please don't move in too deeply after that back bend. We're just going to take a little counter twist. Big breath in, and as you breathe out, lead the heart and your gaze around to your left side. Taking your gaze behind you as much as possible. And you'll take a few breaths there. Remember, if this is feeling really strong, just ease off a little bit. And then we'll release over to the other side. Before we twist, create space in the vertebrae by breathing in and lengthening the crown of the head up towards the sky. And then as you breathe out, you gently press into all that's connecting with your hands and move into your twist this way. Just wherever you are, just make sure you're able to swell the belly as you breathe. Let's release and rest the hands in any way that satisfies you, with the palms up or down, or interlaced in the lap, maybe cupped in the lap. So just find a resting position for your hands. Close the eyes and listen to the smooth sound of your breath travelling in your open and hopefully more balanced throat. No strain in this breath though, keep it smooth, keep it open. It's just a very subtle sound you may hear, maybe it's more of a feeling of that breath travelling. Just rest here and settle down for as long as you have, for as long as you like. Thank you very much for joining me for this throat chakra class. I really hope you've enjoyed it. Remember to check out the previous ones if you haven't already. And if you liked it, please do give me a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more, please do subscribe. And I will see you next time. Thank you.